This is the map of Mumbai broken down into different blocks. Each block that you see over here indicates where it is in the prosperity index, overlaid with the prosperity index. What I mean by that is the darker the color of the block, greater is the prosperity of that area. Now, we all know that the western side of Bombay or Mumbai is very prosperous, and we can see that over here. But what is not seen is Navi Mumbai is as prosperous as a Bandra or a Worli. Now we have plotted all the locations of all the coffee stores in Mumbai, whether it's Starbucks, Costa Coffee, Cafe Coffee Day, Barista, along the prosperity index, overlaying it on the prosperity index to understand what kind of coffee stores, where are they, what kind of people visit them, and what's the prosperity index, which gives us a sense of what might be the earning potential or the revenue potential of these stores in these particular areas. Now we've plotted all of these stores on this map. Again, each of the hexagons that you see over here right now are the coffee locations. The height of the tower or the hexagon indicates the number of people visiting that store in that particular time frame. You can see some of the ones are red, some of them are green, orange, and so on and so forth. Now let's look at this over a period of a few days and see how these towers work up and down based on the number of traffic and the number of visitors that they have. We are also able to, as you can see, figure out between moving and static people. We are able to understand who are picking up coffee and all those who are staying in the coffee shop to have their coffee. What you also see over here is circles. These circles are essentially colleges in Mumbai, and the diameter of the circle is essentially the enrollment of this number of enrollment of the students in these colleges. Going back to these colleges, you can see over here these different 4 5 different circles over here. These are colleges with ample number of students, but there is no one coffee chain in those colleges. So for any coffee chain that we are talking to, these are active places where they can actually set up their stores, or even a kiosk, which has the best, or a small kiosk or a pop-up shop that has premium coffee that students would be interested in, but not as expensive because they have a store and so on and so forth. So this kind of gives them a sense of where to set up the next coffee shop. Coming back to the example of these towers, here you can see the moving population is about 1568 and static is 245. Now, each of these people, moving or static, are someone that we will be able to reach out on the channels of Instagram, Facebook, Google, and so on and so forth, and all the while keeping all the privacy considerations of GDPR and CCPA and basically user privacy sacrosanct. Um, Also, this will allow the coffee chains or any other retail store to figure out what is the movement of people in their stores, what time of the day works best. Can it be correlated with the revenues that they get from the store, as well as what is overlaying that with the prosperity map? Kind of will give them a sense of whether it even makes sense to open stores in those places, or do they have kiosk, or they have pop-up stores, or just a pickup joint where you can take away the coffee, but don't have to have a sit down coffee place.